Hello, everyone. Okay, wait lang. Can you hear me? I just want to check if you guys can hear me because I adjusted my mic. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. So can you comment in the comment section below? Just let me know if you can hear me so I can. Let's see. How are you? Good afternoon. And to change venue now. Oh wait. Um. Okay. Thank you, Jane. Hi everyone, good afternoon, and once again, this is another online brought to you by PSM 101. So this is for the followers of Philippine Stock Market 101. We will talk about stuff that all right, thanks guys. So I think we have to wait for some that I think some of there are a lot who registered uh ayan, mahina daw yung mahina ba yung audio ko? Ayan, okay. So there are I think for about 100 or 200 who registered. Let me know if you have friends who are, even if you're not yet a MyTrade account holder, you might want to see the features that, might take advantage of you guys to trade efficiently in the market. These features are probably might have been seen in the naked eye, or you don't know about these features, but for the meantime, I want you guys to share before I'm just fixing the the slides that I have. I'm pulling it up. While I do that, can you share with me in the comment section below what are the things that you traders use most of the time? And what is it that it's important to you? Like, are you a ticker trader? Do you look at the market depth? Do you look at those things? Let me know. And also, you may want to share if you're a new investor and just want to check the market, what's in here. And please share also where are you watching us from. So while we do that, I'll just pull my just to make sure that I'll be pulling up the right slide. I might just switch PowerPoints because I think some of the slides were not up to date. So I just to make sure, I just have to change slides from time to time. Okay? So can you comment first is let can you share with me where are you watching us from? Um some Hi Reynaldo, he's watching from Fujairah, UAE. Hello guys. It's if this is your first time, we want to shout out your profile, and for us to do so, please grant access to us in the comment section below. You will see the StreamYard there. If you can see the StreamYard link, please grant access to us. Yeah, so some people are using ticker tape. Someone watching from Bataan, please, if this is your first time, make sure that you add that on stream. Let me know if the sound is too loud so I can adjust it. Yeah. Okay, there are first timers here. If this is your first time, please just to let you know, this is a webinar brought to you by MyTrade PH in partnership with Philippine Stock Market 101. Just not okay here. Alright. Medyo hindi kita pala sa background. May just change it. fraud assistant. Hindi kita yung backup. So I'll just change it. Yung backup. Ayan. So Jane uses the ticker tape. I just need to, I think, adjust my mic. Mahina daw yung dating. Ayan. So, watching from Pasay. All right. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so let me start my slides right now. I'm sharing it. So, I think I just have to change my slide from time to time. Nag-lunch na ba kayo? You guys have lunch already? Okay. Yan, meron pa akong phone in. Lagot sa akin yung tumawag din mamaya. Okay, here you go. All right, so this is, we will teach you today on how to use our MyTrade platform. A lot of you are saying that if it's the first time and you have been with a platform that is very simple in layout, sometimes you don't know how to find your way out, or how to find your way in, making sure that you have the right, you're navigating it fast. So I think it's really important for us to share this with you so you would know all the things that you need to use. Um, I think, ayan. Okay, so we have to be, okay, I think I saw it. Ayan. All right, before anything else, if this is your first time seeing us, please, I just want to share, I'm the one handling the promotion of my trade and as well as the online sales of Abaco Securities. I started investing in 2009, and right, if you and I'm a licensed broker since 2011. Right now, I'm helping smart OFW sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, and also investors, the newbies, in order for them to, to better their tomorrow. I also am in the venture of discovering those who are influential in terms of having this kind of advocacy, same as ours, so we can support those in the industry. Right. So this is our clients mostly are institutional. If this is the first time, I think most of you know that there is, there's one who started online. That's the first thing in mind. It's because although we are already 20 plus years in the industry, we started at 1993. We are catering to institutional clients and the traditional ones. And in 2017, we launched this online arm of Abaco Securities to be able to share our knowledge in the retail investors. All right. So our today's agenda is to have the different features of MyTrade, and also those that are not discussed previously. I know that there is a MyTrade clinic before that we have featured, but there are things that we think that we haven't shared with you. So without further ado, let me share with you. First is the app efficiency. All right. The basic things that you have to know is that we are available in three different platforms. First is we also have an iPad app. You can check the Apple Store to be able to download it. It has a wider access or feature than the mobile app. Also, we also have the one on mobile, downloadable in Google Play and in iOS. And also, of course, the most popular one for those traders, we have the one in the browser. But please let me tell you that in the browser, it is suggested to have at least Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. That those are the two browsers that are most compatible with the website. Okay, so what are the features that you cannot see in the mobile app versus in the browser? Okay, first is if you are a techie person and you really want to see a lot of stuff, like the ticker is cannot be shown in the mobile but can be shown in the iPad and in the browser. Also, if you but there is a hack if you want if you can see here later on we will show you in terms of navigating our customer service because you can access our customer service even if you're logged in. You don't have to go to any other department or windows for you to be able to talk to our customer service representative, especially if it's your first time and you have to ask questions with regard to the market. What you need to do is just log what you need is just to log later on we'll show you. Remember, if you are on mobile app, you cannot see the dialog box there. All you need to do is to go to your Safari if you are an iPhone user, or in your browser feature in your whatever phone that you have, and then that's when you open that's where you open the dialog box. Even if you don't log in, hassle, diba? Because it's gonna be logged out. Even if you don't log in, you will be able to access the chat box there. All right. So those are the three major application where you can access our app. Another thing for the browser and the iPad, most of the features are present. Both of them both have the same feature. Like the trading calculator that I'm gonna show you later is not gonna be available on the mobile app for now, and it's because it's designed for people on the go. All right, so which gives me the second if the second thing about the efficiency of this mobile app. It will take you just 5 seconds if you have a good ISP to be able to log in because of the fingerprint. What's the use of this? This is a small feature you may seem, but sometimes I see people. This is true in the elevator. Because their brokers doesn't have a mobile app, they open the browser in their small in the phone with a small view, and they open the browser there and logged it in. Sometimes what happens is that they got locked out because they're typing the password incorrectly because of the small frame. In this way, you'll be able, if you are an iOS 11, if you're an iPhone 11 above, it's gonna be a facial recognition. In this way, even if you're walking, if you're on the go, if you're driving, you'll be able to log in without the hassle if having being incorrectly typed in the password. And also, as a security feature of our mobile, if you log in here, you're gonna be logged out in your browser, if just in case you are logged in the browser or in any other app that we have. So this is also another security feature that we want to let you know is that if you type incorrectly your password 2 times, your account's gonna be suspended, regardless of how long the gap is. Remember that this particular feature is not to hassle everyone, but it's also, phishing is really rampant these days, and a lot of tech companies are spending so much with security. That's why sometimes they refresh it, like for the span of time that that you are logged in. Minsan, it's not gonna be recognized anymore because it resets. And another thing, if you see the pop up that your password is already expired and it's now time to to open the to revise or to change your password, please do so. It's highly recommended because the system, although it will allow you not to do that, it sometimes suspends the account just for you to have no choice but to change your password. So those are the things that I think sometimes people tend to forget, and asking why their passwords are, or why their account is suspended. It's because yun nga, especially if you have not logged in for a very long time. So dun pa lang, it's just one, sabi nyo, it's just a login, but sometimes that's the door, that's your front door. So it's very important that you know these things so you can have confidence in the app that you're using, right? Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, so next is, so sorry, I just need to leave this. Okay, next is, okay, next. All right, the 5 hacks in the MyTrade platform that you need to know. So at this time, I'm just gonna switch uh the PowerPoint because I think one of one of the files were what call this, were distorted. Anyway, all right. So let me go on to the first hack. Okay, is the ticker tape. If you can see the ticker tape, this has a filter. Most often, then we observe that there is a confusion. Sometimes may mga maliliit lang na trades that confuses us. But in this case, you can actually filter your ticker tape, which is called the tracker record, into the number of value traded. Ibig sabihin, how much ba yung worth no tinitrade. Is it a big if it's just small, if it's just one time, it's a nuance, hindi na, it's an added noise. So for us to lessen that noise, we want to filter how much is worth our view. Another thing is you can filter it by just looking at the index, or hello Jackie, or you can put it in your watch list. So if you have a lot of watch lists, for example, you can create a watch list more than 30 stocks, and those are for the stocks that the smaller cap, the big cap, the my trade the my trade top picks. You can filter that, and if you just want to see what stocks have an activity for that particular day, you may do so by choosing the watch list or whatever watch list that you have in here. Okay. Sorry guys, I really need to switch this slide. Okay. Something went wrong in my new slide because I changed it. But later on, I'll still discuss with you those that we have discussed a while ago. All right. So let me share again. Okay. Here you go. All right. Also, we want to tell you that there is a real-time access for those who will open at least 10,000 pesos. You will get the real data versus the others will have like a smaller amount of account opening, but then you won't be able to see the real-time data. So it will just be refreshed from time to time. And we want to tell you that here in MyRead, we will make sure that at 10,000 pesos starting account opening, you'll be able to see it. Um, Thank you, Miss Winnie. Naku na bro, hindi ko sinasabi yun eh. Okay, sinabi ko pala na post ko. Anyway, let's move on. Um, if you can see here, there is it's like this are the the highway of orders that is commonly used by other brokers, and this is the one that we have in MyTrade. All right. This little feature is actually not seen in the naked eye, but if you will open an order that has been done, it will only take. I will just say the features. No, it will take just 1 second to complete the whole order. We've seen it and located it versus other orders in the market, and the average is I think 2-3 seconds. So it means that at 1 second, 1 second, like all the order from your order being posted, being pagpunta nun sa PSE pabalik, just it just took the order 1 second. And that's a proprietary technology made by our platform. And since we don't have an exact term in the in something that we will understand, we call it the skyway of orders. Ayan. So it's a technology built by our platform, because this platform is not actually a local one. This being used widely in Hong Kong and Japan exchange, which has only you if i-compare nyo yung platform na yan versus na dumadaan dyan sa platform na technology ng platform ng MyTrade, uh, pagsamahin mo pa yung buong volume ng PSE, it will only take like not even a quarter or not even 10% of what's being traded in Hong Kong, in Japan, and in Singapore. So I think that alone is not seen. It's one of the features that I want to tell you. Kung hindi lang na distorted, but it's all in my ano naman. So that's one of the features that is not seen. You cannot see. It's not aesthetically there. You cannot see its beauty. But if you go ahead and check the order that's being done, compare the number of seconds, millisecond that it went through versus the others that you probably already have. Okay, next is, and so for iPad login, you can also update the login to, if you want to type your password or you put your fingerprint on, both work the same way. Okay, this was the one I was showing to you a while ago. Okay, it has a filter function. You can view it by this is the view of your browser versus the view of your iPad. right, so let's move on. So far, have you already seen this? Later on, I will show you the live account, so I will be able to show you kung ano yung next ones that I won't be able to see in here. Ayan. So this is the iPad view. You will see that it's the same thing. You can also, most likely all of the features of the ones that you have in the browser can also be seen in the app of iPad. Ayan. We have not updated tablet for Android, but for because of security, they're not yet 100% in the security of the tablet app. But we will make sure that we will, as they progress, we'll be able to update you if we already have one in Android tablets. All right. So we have also it's like if you want to see an overlook, if you're this feature is being revised right now. It's your realized gains or your profit and loss. It's not a report, but rather it's a journal of all your trades. But it's being adjusted right now. When once it is revised, we will let you know. But this one of the features that we have. Also, this is the trading calculator. Okay, what's the use of trading calculator? Ganito. 'Di ba you are doing, as a trader, if you're doing trades, you need to log your trades. And for you to log your trade, you have to have an enter and an exit position. It is important that you have already assessed ano ba yung amount that is a break even and that is yung profit that you are targeting. In this way, hindi ka mangangarag, when will you sell? Benta ka na ba? That's even if how long have you been in the market, yan pa rin na magiging question. Even ako minsan I'm asking that myself because it happens when you don't have a target. So for you, first the trading calculator can help you out in terms of this. You can also make it in a way that you will see the break-even price. So just in case na yung stop loss mo is you don't want to have a negative uh, or a loss in your trade. Gusto mo pag naka-earn ka na, at least pag nag-zero pabalik, at least alam mo kung ano yung break-even. So that's really important. And you will be able to verify also the fees that we charge as yes, this is gonna be recorded, so don't worry about it. Oo, medyo mahina ang internet, no? Minsan, especially during at this time. Alright, so moving on. So you will see there will be entries kasi there will be times that you're gonna buy in tranches. Especially if it's a market is as volatile as this one and you wanna get a good average price, kailangan natin na magkaroon ng strategy in terms of buying. Huwag tayong bibili na all in. We cannot do all our funds in one go. And also in consideration, if you are really trading if a short time trader, make sure that you follow the 8K rule. Okay. Actually, there's one advantage in terms of trading small trades on MyTrade platform. But those who can only check the invoice will be able to identify what I'm talking about. I don't want, this is not officially disclosed, but you'll be able to see that. But anyway, moving on, the 8K rule applies. I don't know how long it's gonna be like that for my trade, but so far there is an advantage especially if you're trading small trades. And ang advice ko sa inyo, since it cannot be disclosed, check nyo na lang yung mga invoice nyo before. Yeah. Okay. Next is, in terms of, trading calculator, again, hindi to magagamit as a journal, but it can be extracted into an Excel file. Same with all the, your portfolio, pwede rin yan ma-extract. Okay. So once you have see, you can see all of the fees to the T. You can see your buying cost, you can see your buying amount, and the break even selling price. This is really important because if you want to have yung kung magkano ipapasok nyo just to make sure that you're break even, although your goal to that's why you trade is for you to earn and not to stop losses. Make sure that at least you're covered with this in break even. And also, please be advised that sales tax only happens when you sell. Ayan. All right. So don't be greedy when the stock goes up and it hit your target price. Benta mo na. Just another thing that to watch out for. Other features I want to share. All right. So since my new file didn't go through, I mean, I'll just tell you the things in between the features. So better listen to me because not all features are in here, but I'll try to upload something that is updated, but I'll be mentioning it here anyway. Okay. Here is a 20-line market depth. Okay, makikita mo the bid and ask usually has 20 lines. Okay? There's another secret feature here. There was one time I was asked, how come after the market hours, yung bid and ask or market depth namin is not the same as the one in Instagrams, as the one in broker B and the broker C. So we asked the platform, our provider, how come it does that? That's the only time that I was able to discover that we are the only ones who's right after the market close the bid and ask or the market depth is already updated. You know why? Because at the set of the if the market closes at 1:30, at 1:31 you can already post the order for the next day. Others have off hours order, but you will just be able to see your PLAC because this is a PLAC, diba? But that's line of orders that you can see. All right. So in this way, you'll have the advantage to see it through ano na ba yung mga prices while the others even the Instagrams app will upload or update the following day pa in the morning. So that's one of the advantages that probably most people doesn't have an idea because it's not barely seen. Alright, and there will be a feature that we will soon launch, or the short videos, so that people will know these features and and they can take advantage of it. Ayan. So make sure that again, for off hours order, the moment that the market close, you can already post an order for the previous day. But you will just see it pending release, but it's already ready for queuing the moment the market or accepts orders. Okay? What's the difference of this between GTC? So si GTC, if you have a GTC order, you know that it's nakapila na yan. So whether or mag-close ang market, hindi siya mag-expire. That's good till canceled order. Okay, maybe we'll just have a separate session on the type of orders since that was included, supposed to be in the original slide that I have. But anyway, I'll still check if I can pull it up so I can share it with you. Okay, let's move on to the next feature. Okay. Pinagtatawa na nung... Sorry talaga sa slide. Ewan ko ano nangyari doon sa huli. Alright, for the stock info tracker. Sayang ganda pa naman nung isa, di ba? But anyway, dadalhin ko na lang sa recitation. Parang okay, side kwento, na-experience ko na yan no college. Yung Manila paper, ewan ko sa mga mas bata dito, naabutan na yung Manila paper. But then, minsan, dinadaan mo na lang sa recitation kasi yung visual aids mo hindi masyado maganda. Anyway, alright. In this stock info tracker is where you can see the data that you need, such as the time and sales, the business done, and the price distribution. For some reason, I think kailangan ko mag-restart ng PC, but it cannot happen right now. That's why my PowerPoint is showing like this. But even then, I can still give it to you. Okay. So in here, you will see the last traded price, the high and the low, the ano ba yung mga gamit dito? The 52-week high and the 52-week low. Diba? If it's a 52-week span, medyo mahaba na yun to say that there is a jump or merong skip ng pagbaba ng price for, for those who are trading. Also, you can see the number of trades and and the volume. Ilan ba yung nagba-buy at buying rate? So ito yung mga and also kapag may mga pag merong na halt or na stop na stocks, you'll be able to see it here in the status of the order. Alright. Okay, sa time and sales. Time and sales, you'll be able to see the number of orders, the time that it went through sa board. Kaya kita mo na, this is SBH is the selling broker house, BBH is the buying broker house. The volume speaks to itself. Business done. Business done is, for example, at 134 price, you'll be able to see ilan ba yung the 100% of that was bought at 153 at 134, and that and also for 130, makikita mo the red is the selling percentage and the green one is the buying percentage. Okay, in here also you'll see yung graphic representation ng business done is the price distribution. At what price pinaka naging height, yung height ng volume ng trade for the day. In this case, we are seeing that BDO has I need to go back. Yan. In here, you will see that at 132.20 price range, ito yung pinaka nagkaroon ng madaming buy and sell transaction. Yan, at that. So, ito yung pinaka nag-peak yung price. Not necessarily the time, but the price. Ayan. Okay. We have a chart. Right now, it's under trade. This was the original chart of MyTrade, and it was switched to trading view. But right now, we are on the works of something that is totally gonna be usable for everyone, and you're gonna like it. Pero it's under development stage. Okay, for market summary, this is like an overview, a bird's eye view of what's happening in the market. You will see here. In here, you will see the dollar sign is the value traded, and then this one is the volume, and the up is how many stocks were able that is positive, and then the number of stocks is negative, not traded, and no change. Can also be divided in indices, and you will see all shares, finance, holding, industrial, mining, property, the PSEI, and the services. And then you can see the different index volume per time. Here we go, the watch list. So in the watch list, this is very important when you're trading and when you're doing multiple strategy, because in that way you'll be, kunyari meron kayong medium term, meron kayong short term, meron kayong day trade. So you'll be able to separate the board that you're watching instead of looking at the whole quote screen. Kung kayo ay nahihilo sa dami ng numbers doon, which later on, that pwede nyo naman bawasan, I'll show it to you. In here, you'll be able to separate each and every strategy that you have. You will be able to use it because, us being human ourselves, yung mentality natin, sometimes it can be confusing in what strategy. Ito ang perfect example. Short term daw. So, binili. Nung naipit, long term na. So, yung mga ganyang bagay, di ba, nagkakaroon tayo ng switching of sometimes a strategy natin. So, just to make sure that you are in line with those strategies and the stock that you need to check in a certain time frame, you can separate that by having different watch lists. Yan. For example, if you just want to include all of the PSEI members, sometimes meron as geek as, the ones in MSCI, nakakita na rin ako nung na they're listing it kung ano yung mga ganon. And then if there's a rebalancing in MSCI, binabago, nakikita din nila, chini-change nila yung watch list nila. For those who remember, if you are following our top picks, you can also have the top pick, so you can change that. Later on, we will also launch another thing which gives you the navigation access. If you know our Facebook groups, which I'm gonna discuss later on, I'll be able to show you the perks of each channel or each groups. Yan. Kasi marami nagtatanong sa amin, what are the uses of those channels? So I will actually give you an example of how to make use of each of the groups that we have. Let's move on. Okay, so how to go and add watch list this is via browser. Go ahead and under the code is next one is a watch list, then just create. And then once you created, there is a shortcut there. So I'll show you later on. Okay. Next is this is customizable. For those of you who said, ang hirap naman intindihin ng MyTrade platform, sobrang dami. Okay. You can actually have you can minimize the views that you have by doing this. So I'll share with you my screen. I just need to sign in to of the different windows that you can navigate via the platform. Okay. Just need to remove this. Oops. And share with you the screen of MyTrade. Wait lang. Can you see? Yeah. Can you check? Can you see here? Wait. I'll, I'll make sure you have a better view. Okay. For the sake of the viewers, I'll just minimize myself first so you can have a wider view of. All right, so you can still hear me. This is my view. So how do you do this? If you are a first timer in this, this is probably your view, and you don't have any idea what's going on in here. Okay. In this case, I'll show you how you customize. How can you customize this platform? So first is you see here that there is a setting in here, and you can have different types of layouts that you have. So first is you have to identify what is it that you need, on how many windows do you need. This has four. This has different major windows and also can be separated into tabs. So let me show you. First is the simple one. Okay, let this one. So just in case. So in here, you will see that there is three major windows. If you click exit, it's not gonna save. So make sure that when you open that the settings, but first you can actually have different presets at the upper right corner. Ayan. So ito, one major or the simplest one. You can see in here, this is the quote screen. And in the quote screen, you will see all of the stocks. And then if you don't see all the stocks, all you need to do is to click next on the arrow. And, and this is separable by volume, by gainers, or gainers percentage. So anong difference nun? The gainers percentage is the skip or percentage. Kunyari, nag-add siya ng 2 pesos but the stock price is 10. So that's 20% up. So that's 20% up. You're gonna gauge it by percentage. So it's like that. Teka, hindi nyo pala ma-view yung... And then ito, sobrang dami, 'di ba? This is not my preset mode kaya parang ang gulo. So this is probably the view that you'll have at the onset. So what you do is like this. So make sure you're watching it, ha? Okay. You will just click any column that you can see right now, and then you will put columns in here and identify those that you use most of the time. So like say for example, you don't use fluctuation, so you remove it. You need high and low, you need the percentage change, you need the lot size because sometimes we're confused. You need the number of trades. Kasi although a stock has a 20% up for the day, akala mo na maraming nagtatrade. Yung pala, isang trade lang yon. So you don't have to mess yourself up with that. The projected open, kailangan mo yan because you want to see sino ba yung may advantage on the open. And also, you don't have to memorize the lot size. So for the lot size, just click lot size. And then once you have identified everything that you need on a one view, then go ahead and close this. And then, all right, so it's in here right now. If, for example, you don't need symbol, but you just need the code, you can also remove that. Okay, so in this view, this major window can be popped up. You can see na hindi na bago yung mismong aesthetics ng layout ng platform, but the main view can be dragged and can be added in that tab. So what I'm saying is you can have two major windows, you can have four major windows, and then for each that has the same view, you can put it at each tab on the side of each tab. Ayan. All right. So kung sino yung mga naliliitan dito sa font, there's another feature that I'm gonna show you. All right, so the size of the font can be increased especially sa mga malalabo ang mata dyan. There are two ways. So if you know the hack sa mga browser, di ba, control and then up. And then you can also change which font do you want in terms of viewing the platform. So, yan, kung light. So, yan. So, if you want to increase the font size and then you don't want it to be so bold, so you'll choose light or you choose Verdana, but it's too, if you have to put down you put down the font size kasi it's bold. So, if, say for example, you want light. So this is the light, and then you increase for easier view. Okay, so for up and down, you don't like green, you can also adjust that para kita nyo agad and ayaw nyo ma-associate yung red sa down because red is love, parang ganyan. So you can change this also. Okay, I'm not gonna save it. I'm not gonna click apply, so it won't ruin my customization. My how I customize it. But I'm just showing you all the things that you can do in here. Okay, for the trade. Okay, so here this works for those who have multiple portfolios in their platform. You can have a specific account. Say, for example, you have a trading account here. So your trading account nyo, you have to just click specific account, or you can put it empty, or you can have it the last selected account that you have. Okay. Another feature that is also very much needed. Sino yung mga gamers dito? Okay, in the gamer side, this is the one that is really important to you guys. I'm gonna be back on screen. Ayan. So, and then I'm gonna make this, so it's gonna be bigger. Ay, hindi, ayaw mag-close. Alright, so here, paano ko siya? Kita nyo that in the function keys, you can, oh, pa-shoutout daw, ayan. Hindi kita ma-shoutout, hindi kita makita yung pangalan mo, my Facebook user. So make sure that you enroll or you grant access to StreamYard, so you will be able to have a shout out. Ay, we can shout out yun. Ayan. Parang si Teacher Shane. Ayan. Hi po. Thanks for watching. And so going back in here, let's see. Yeah, for a better view. All right. So I'll just make it bigger. Oh, shit. Ayan. So now I can switch to another window. Now can you see? Is it better now? Di rin, ano? Anyway, ayan. So you can see in here the function. So if you want, say for example, you're buying, you're trading, use hotkeys. These are the hotkeys that it will really play a major role sa inyong trading, because you don't have to type or click the window that you need. You need these functions to sell, to look for the market depth, to look for the intraday chart, the news, order book. At least as far as I know, these are the things that I have or that I need. You can also assign from the current mapping. So if you want, like, say for example sa order book, you don't like F10. So what you need is um, OB. Ayan, Shift B. So it's a function key plus the letter, and then you apply. Para yung Shift B mo will work for the order book. So I'm not gonna click yes kasi baka magkaroon ng error. I mean, baka ma-save ko. How to join MyTrade? Yan ang pinakagusto kong question. To join MyTrade, you can open our website. So I'll just log out. I'll just log out, and click open an account. So yun, punta lang tayo sa ating sa website. And then make sure that if you also want to share your blessings, if you put PSM 101, it's gonna feed the one that is Jane is supporting. So make sure you put PSM 101. If you don't have to shell out anything, but just put by means of putting that as a referral code, it means that you are already donating to someone whom they're giving. Parang para siyang community pantry, but she started it way back. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. So again, I'm gonna log in, but I'm gonna remove my screen para. So I'm just gonna log back in. So if you are interested in opening an account, this is the easiest way. Just click open an account. Make sure that you have your TIN. For students naman, you don't need TIN. Students, it TIN to follow, but you have to give the university ID. Okay, for those na gustong lumusot, sorry, pero if you already have a job prior, you cannot, it's not gonna be accepted. Kailangan talagang never ka pa nagtrabaho. Ayan. So, okay. So, if I'm gonna discuss again, uh, sige, I'll go back with the slides, but that's how you customize. That's how you customize the platform. Later on, we'll go back to that. So far, nasusundan ba natin yung mga features? Alright, for ninyo, I'll put the mytrade.com.ph on the link since you are watching on YouTube. Team, can you pin the, hey, ayan. Okay. So if this is the first time that you will see the website, I just want to share with you some of the parts here that you probably have not seen before. Okay, here, this is one of the things that we're so proud of with our research team. They have a rate and have an outperformance of so big compared to the index, which is the benchmark of the market of the industry. If it, just looking at this is the performance. The red line is the performance of the top of the market or the index. Last week we've discussed the basic, so if you haven't checked that, check that out so you can see what is index, what is performance of a certain broker. And here is the yellow one, is the percentage of the cumulative performance of Abacus Securities from 2002 and 2018. I have an updated list since the market was not that good on during 2019. It actually it's 20.9% CAGR. So if you have 1,000 pesos, kung hindi natin naintindihan yun, if you have 1,000 pesos, dapat sa market, kapag nag-invest ka ng 1,000 sa market, at least para sabihin natin okay na yung performance ng iyong investment, your 1,000 will be 6,900 plus plus plus. But if you buy those picks of Abacus Securities from 2002 to 28 to 2019, hindi lang 6,900 yung magkakaroon ka, but rather 200, if I'm not mistaken, 200,000, if I'm not mistaken. So baka mali ako. Or 30,000. 30,000. So yun yung mga, alright, so may mga, please, may mga ano tayo, I don't know what's this, yung join chat. Oh no. Can you, make sure that that person is not a spammer? Parang may spammer. Marami nang nagbe-Bitcoin, guys. Wala tayong masyadong parang daming, ayan o, I just make sure that they're gonna be attended to. Ayan. So for company notices, okay, for we have announcements, make sure that you check in here in company notices. We put broadcast in here. So if it's updated, like for say last May 13, we posted something in here. So make sure you check this out also. So going back. Nakita na ba na? Yung may mga nagjo-join room. Nako, Jane. Tignan mo yung mga yan. Share screen. Sumali na lang kayo sa amin. Wait. I'll just project the slides back. Okay. So a while ago, I was talking about the assistance that you have on the MyTrade platform. Here we go. Okay, so this is our CS team, which will can assist you of anything that you need, especially if you're overwhelmed with the features that we have. Natural lang naman yun because we have a lot of feature. But don't be discouraged because you can take it out. You can add more. It's in your power. But we don't want to limit those people na very high-tech na sa market not to have those features. But then again, if you want to know more and if you want to ask question, you can go ahead and message us in our Facebook page. Please make sure that it's the official channel because we want to make sure your safety. That is because I personally in even circle checks the conversations of our customer service team to check that we are following all the guidelines that we have talked about and we have just communicating with using one message. All right. So for your safety, please message the channel or message this chat box that we have here. You can see if it's an envelope, ibig sabihin, close na yung tindahan. If it's dialogue boxes, means open siya. Okay? So another way to check is by going to our MyTrade page, which has the 48,000 likes or the 50,000 followers. Maraming poster ngayon ang MyTrade. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe that's a sign that nakikita na siya sa algorithm ng mga spammers and trolls. But anyway, make sure that that's the one. We are applying for the verification of our page, pero make sure that that's the right page that you are following. Kasi minsan even the profile pic and the cover photo, ginagaya nila. Okay, now your compass. Very important, not just having a good platform. Ano pa ba yung features that we want to show you? Okay, first is the the three types of Facebook group that we have. Someone's asking if where's the link of the of our screen. But check if someone's watching from CS team. There's an email that I've seen. Direct them to either our YouTube channel. Wait. Okay. I'll go back and discuss this three major. First is our Facebook groups. So again, I'm gonna share the Facebook groups. Sorry about opening and closing screens on and off. Right. So here. Okay, here. This one. So you see that we have three exclusive Facebook group. These are official group of MyTrade. Nakita nyo ba? Ay, hindi pa pala. Okay, here. Clickable nga pala itong mga slide, mga bars na to. Okay, this one. This one, first is we have the MyTrade e-learning hub wherein people go there to watch out for our free webinars. We're talking about what is stock rights offer, how do this specific stock rights gonna go about. Like the last one was Cebu Pacific stock rights offer, the terms. So we give, sometimes we give a basic learning in the market. Whether you are a MyTrade client or not, you can go there. So if you're still undecided, you can join the group. For this one, the MyTrade map or the market action plan is one of the compass that we consider because in here it is where the subject matter experts are available. So if you want to pose a question with regards to the research or to a chart of how you post it here. because of our technical analysts and research analysts uh, make sure to check all of the questions that are being posted here, but we will decline the post if it talks about the navigation, the question about a specific stock, because that entails privacy. For the navigation naman, or something, if you want to clarify a certain something or announcement, that is in here. The MyTrade community is also, this is involving the free-flowing conversation of all traders. If you want to share your view, syempre mahihiya ako na i-share yung view, tas makikita just to have not to have a confusion, and for people to freely share their views about their trades for that day, or they're looking for a certain, if they have a certain watch list, or if you want to verify a certain announcement. This is this one is the MyTrade community. Yan si Captain Mighty Captain ang nag-oversee niya. Now these are verified profiles. We make sure that we are talagang sinelect namin because we want to build a community of authenticity, and also magkaroon ng connection. Like, since we don't have yet the capacity to be in a forum, or like a market outlook area, this is where we do it. And soon we will be launching a mentoring session with our very own Sir Paul Su in the MyTrade community exclusively. So there will be a first announcement on on the launching date. Details are being done as we speak yet, but once it's available, this is a this is twice a month. He will have a 1 hour mentoring session with those who are in this community or Facebook group. So this is by invite. We are sending invites to those who are account holders. So for MAP and for MyTrade community, those are account holders of MyTrade, and it's being verified with the security questions. Just like when you're calling on in a call center of a credit card that you have, they make sure diba, that they're following. All of the answers that you put there is actually just being accessed by our employees, that we are bound with data privacy. Okay, so just make sure you take note of that. Okay, for MAP naman, we have an exclusive launching of this particular thing called the Navigator. So this is kung di ba, if you are on a map market action plan, you need a compass. You need something that will guide you. May it be short term or medium term yung strategy mo. This is a tool, an additional tool for you. Will also be launching it soon. Yeah. So, ito yan. If you want to see the different pictures here, ay, wait. I'm gonna go back to this one. Kala ko naka-share, hindi pala ako naka-share. This one is MyTrade Community, this one is MyTrade Map, and this one is e-learning hub. Yan. If you are also declined sa inyong application, by any chance, meron kayong question doon na hindi na-verify ng maayos or hindi nag-match. But we're not gonna tell that to you for security reasons. So what we will do is we'll just send you another invite, so you can join. Okay, Mark, if you are based in Korea, do you have a TIN? As long as you have a TIN, you don't have to worry because you will be able to access that by just going to the MyTrade website and just click account open. It's very important, especially dun sa mga bago in the market. Make sure that you are members of those two groups. Pag account holder ka na, kahit hindi ka na mag-e-hub, pero yung e-hub, minsan may mga polls dyan. Sometimes I do onlines there. Okay, so I'll go back to start to the So far, are you guys following me? Please comment if you were not able to catch a certain feature. Or if you're curious to know if we have that, let me know. Yeah, and how to access our reports. So you have two ways in accessing the report. First is this in the browser, wherein you will go to news and you go to Abacus Research or the PSE News. Then the report will pop up. Next is if you go to the mobile app, I'll check if I can show you live. I forgot my cord, but I'm gonna show you. So I'm logging in. My signal inside the room is not that strong, so just bear with me. I'm just opening the app. Yeah. So right now you can see the. I'm gonna switch to a certain stock. So look, search. Um, so search for a stock. For example, you're gonna search for Ali, Ayala Land. Can you see? Ayan. So for Ayala Land, just go ahead, swipe nyo to the right sa dulo. Hindi ko alam kung nag-auto. Ano ba? Ayan. So you will see on the end part. I'll try to we will post some of the hacks later on. But if you slide to the farthest, then you can see the reports and the PSE news. You don't have to go to the research alone. If you, especially if you're looking for a specific stock. So yung mga latest news, probably I think mga first month or last five news we have for that stock. Pag na-mention siya sa report namin, and also if they're on the PSE Edge, it's also there. So you don't have to do it the other way around, kagaya ng nandito sa slide that I'm showing you. In here, di ba, you go to, in here you go to news, and then you type the stock. In that way, you can just look for the stock first and then slide if you have. So, di nyo, also, if you have questions also, just make sure you can comment in here, and you can also message the page. Alright. How to access a report, another thing. Pero, huwag na kayong malito, but just focus on the news first. Okay, I just want to share with you another advantage or feature or hack of MyTrade or Abacus Securities. The performance I showed you a while ago is he is the face behind those topics. So Sir Nikki is the head of research, and to proudly say that he was awarded by Forbes magazine back in 2006 as the best stock picker in Asia. His top five, but he's the only Filipino in the list to make it to the list. And then afterwards, wala na akong nakita. But you can still Google that, and it's still existing up to this time. And if you want to see his insights in the market real time, he tweets. So you can follow him, HOR underscore 102 is his Twitter. And he's very low key, but you know, he had a very he's very knowledgeable in terms of yung kino-cover niya at that time when he was awarded was mining. So if you happen to be in the market, kilala siya sa institutional market especially. Okay, so moving on. This is the daily report that we have. This is the old layout. We have already revised it according to uh, the uh, the present time. But this is the daily report. This is in consolidation with the different reports in the market. Why do we do this? Kasi 'di ba, when we wake up in the morning, we want to make sure that we are up to date, at least for the news that involves the market. So for you not also to be confused of what to look at, anong news, nandito na siya lahat. So it's already consolidated. including the performance of the previous day trade. Yeah. Another thing, there's a report that's called the short takes. This is one of my most, if not the best report I've ever had for the past decades that I've been investing in the market. Daily, in a daily basis, the research team writes a focus for the day. So in this example, they've focused JFC, and then they've cited what's on JFC. Ngayon, may bagong feature wherein we have already given the the summary of that report para yung mga people on the go will be able to, read the gist. But we highly encourage to still read the rest. Kasi sometimes, para alam mo what is the reason behind that particular announcement. And these ones are the ones fundamentally driven. Okay, it's not about the report of a certain stock. It's not a report of a certain stock in technical terms. This is being written by Sir Nikki and the rest of the research team. Yan. This is very important. Alam niyo kung bakit? Because the moment that they announce a buy rating for the first day, asahan mo, there will be a significant movement. So for you to take advantage of such particular news, which is really relevant, you have to read it before the market opens. And if you are a member of MAP, you'll be able to see the link of this being posted between 9 o'clock to 9:15. Yan, mga ganyan, if there's no delay. And also, you'll be able to watch out for those you need to sell. So these are the real guidelines. Sometimes it's just a matter of commentary on a particular industry. So those are the things that you need to take note of with short takes. We have seen, ayan, nakita mo to. If I may, meron siyang nakalagay sell, and since this is known in the institutional market, you know that if there's a big volume, maaapektuhan ng price. So yun yung magiging advantage yun, because this particular report is also being acknowledged by institutional clients. So make sure that you take advantage of that. Para hindi ka windang, bakit bumaba? And then you'll go to a certain group that they do is speculation. So in here there are bases that you can see, and you can verify. All right. This is the investment summary before. All right. So this is all the stocks that the research is covering, and its target price and the closing price and the rating. If it's on hold, it means that you don't need to sell it. You just hold to it. If it's buy, ayan na Adrian. Ayan, hi Adrian. Yan, okay na. Thanks for watching us. Please do share on your timeline so your friends can know what are the advantages that they can have in this type of market. Okay. So going back, so all of the stocks that we're holding, we're covering. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng stocks. Do you know that there are at least 230 plus stocks in the market? And of course, we filter those who are worth their time to cover. Kasi syempre, they will look at the management. They will look at the certain things that they need to know, like in the financial statements. They don't just take it. Hindi lang nila kinoconsider in disclosure. In fact, they digest it, and sometimes they will discover that those disclosures are just a facade, but there's a real depth explanation of why a certain stock has that kind of disclosure, and they are gonna give that information to you. Another vital thing to be a member of MyTrade. Alright, so moving on, this will be revised and will be launching soon. The new name of this is the Navigator, and it's gonna be available in your MyTrade map. So if you're a member of map, you'll be able to have access to it. Yeah. Next is the super timer. So talking about the fundamentals, now we're going to the to the technical analysis part. So this one is the report being done by one of our senior technical analysts. He is actually, if you're familiar with chartered market technicians, there are chartered technicians that is recognized globally. So in the Philippines, I think we have more or less 10 in the market, and I'm proud to say that two of them belong is with us in Abacus Securities. So, and he is the first one. The one who's publishing this is the first CMT in the Philippines, and this is being done every Friday. He releases this every Friday, and on a daily basis, I think 3 or 2 times a week, our another technical analyst, which is also a CMT, is posting um, small caps. Those who are he thinks that has a movement in that particular period. Ayan. Okay. Sige. Later, I'll answer the questions. Here, yan, in sample, Metrobank, what you'll do there, Ayala Land, but please don't follow this. This is a backdated report. Ayan, the strategy, the outlook, what is the support and the resistance. If you don't know about support and resistance, sige, we'll check if we can soon launch a basic stock technical analysis, kahit mga definition. Ayan, so this is the exclusive group before, but now we already have the MyTrade community. Then frequently how-tos, and so how to set up my browser, I gave that to you a while ago. How to buy an odd lot order, ayan. So with that, I'll show you how to use code screen is already done in the trading calculator. So ngayon, ang ipapakita ko is how to buy an odd lot order, which is right here. One moment. So far, sige, because there is a question, so while I'm opening the odd lot order hack, I'm gonna answer the question of Adrian. Makakaapekto po ba, or ilang taon ka na Adrian? Yung latest picture, parang 10 years old ka lang. Makakaapekto po ba sa stock yung management ng stock? Management ng stock. What do you mean by management ng stock? Kahit maganda yung, management, like the management team. Okay. This is the reason, ang ganda niyan, because I'm gonna segue. There is a reason why we launched this particular segment of ours called the touch base, wherein we interview the the head of the stocks that we covered, at least for the meantime, or is a or listed in the stock market. Why? Because their decision will have a domino effect in the sales strategy, in the handling of cash flow. So if you're asking if the management, or the top management, or the executive committee has a lot to do with uh, the stock itself, yes, it's one of the fundamental factors that is overlooked sometimes. And that's why we're launching Touchbase. Touchbase is getting to know the face behind the brand. We have recently launched. If you want to see, please click and subscribe to our channel so you can see our different types of segments. We have the Touchbase, which, yeah, the one that I've talked about. We have first launched this by having an interview with a COO, or Chief Operating Officer of PSE. We have different questions that I think that will interest you guys. And also next was we launched the one, if you say DNL, may idea ba kayo what DNL is? Before, it's just a code, but if you come to see DNL, what are the products that DNL handles? Sino yung face behind the brand? What are their strategy? What are their core values? Because these are the reference in terms of their decision making. If you know that they have a if they possess good values, they value traits that are, very important in the morale of their stakeholders, then it's gonna benefit the financials later on. So yes, it is really important. The top management or executive team is really important in terms of knowing the fundamentals of a company. Alright. I hope I'm not overwhelming you guys because sometimes I don't know that I'm sharing so much already, but let me know if I'm way too fast or But now I'm gonna show you, and also for you to have a look and feel of our channel as well. I'm gonna show you how to check all of these things. To go back to it by going to MyTrade PH channel, YouTube channel, and share screen. I'm not gonna share the audio anymore because what you need is the visual. Okay, so just for you to have look and feel of the channel, what you can see in there. Yeah, so this, dito na lang natin so you can see everything. I think, and there are also webinars there, the previous webinars that we had. And so if you go there, yeah. So last week, if you were here last week, we talked about Stock Market 101. This with Jane. I was with Jane last time. She's not feeling well. Get well soon, Jane. Okay, so in here, all the how-tos, but then for the sake of the visuals, odd lot. Yeah, so this is, yeah, for odd lot, in the mobile app, makikita mo there's a scroll there, a normal board lot. Just click the arrow para makita mo yung odd lot. And then just click odd lot. This is the interface of Android. Yan. Dalawang beses ba yun nilagay? Next is again para ayun nakikita niyo yung three dots. The three dots doon yung hahanap doon yung nakita ito yung odd lot. You can go back to this slide if you need to know that hack. Next is with PC. So with PC, all you need to do is to go to code screen. You will see a tab, a column there that says normal odd lot, a normal board lot, and then you can switch to odd lot. And then makikita nyo may mga O, lahat ng stocks. And then just review the details afterwards. Ayan. So I was talking about the touch base a while ago. So this is the, yeah. So that's him. That's the owner of DNL. You will know what DNL is during in that talk. So if you're liking what you're seeing right now, if you happen just to go to the feed and you see that we are live, we are MyTrade PH. This is the online platform of Abacus Securities Corporation, and we are talking about the hacks or the features of the MyTrade platform and also the advantages that you can experience if you are a subscriber or online user of MyTrade. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna open the questions here. But first, I think I'll check if I still have. Do you have questions of features that you think is essential that you want to know? Don't be overwhelmed with using new platform kasi that's really going to be an advantage for you guys. And also, talking about touch base, please tune in on 29th of this month before we close the month of May. We will have another very special guest. And we're putting out clues out there para kung anong stock ang feature namin for the next touch base. And I'll be online that day to be able to show you that particular presentation that we did with our very special guest. Ayan. We really had a good time, and I know that you're gonna also enjoy watching him. If you also want to know the mid-year market outlook of our analyst and our head of research, Sir Nikki, he has a talk. Just go ahead and click pit stop. The, yeah, yeah. Pit stop is the Q&A with our analyst, and the mid-year naman is the mid-year is gas up. Yeah. So watch for the videos. And this one, this when we launch touch base, this is the interview with the CEO of PSE. And ang daming questions doon, even in career, talking about career, and then you will really be surprised of what you're gonna see. Okay. For those who wants to know our customer feedback, you can also see the videos here. So just go ahead and explore. Ayan. Okay, so with that, okay, so Adrian, ang ating most active audience for the day. Time and sales po, how to take advantage. Alright, so you see time and sales, minsan ginagamit yan if you want to know kung pumasok na yung trade, sino yung mga bumibili, sino yung mga nagbebenta of a particular stock. So those are the things, tell me in the comment section for those who are already trading, ano pa yung mga usage nyo for time and sales. So, but most often than not, that's how you use it. Anywho, any more questions? So, I think to make sure that we will make sure that the one that the other presentation that I have, we will also upload it. So go and watch out for that, guys. I will probably have another online with the pay with our channel for that new one. So I think meron lang ano. It's somewhere here. I just can't see it. Any more questions? What is the initial amount? Okay. It depends on your age. First, there's a question. What is the initial amount for MyTrade? Okay, it's for you to open an account. You just need the 10,000 to as initial deposit. But for you as a beginner, they usually say it is said that 100 minus your age is the percentage of your savings that you can put in the stock market. Okay, so for example, you have uh, and the savings is normally 20 should be 20% of what you normally receive on a monthly basis. So let's say you have 100,000 in the savings account. If you are a 20-year-old um, or 20 years old or say 23 years old or 25 years old, so 100 minus your age, that's 75. So 75% of your savings, which is 75,000, you can put that in the stock market. So make sure that your goal in the stock market as well is for long term. The money that you put in there is something that you won't need for the next 3 to 5 years. But the good news about the stocks is that it is considered liquid because you can sell the stocks right away and you can withdraw. Okay, another advantage that was included in the new presentation is the advantage of being with MyTrade and how you withdraw compared to other brokers. funds. So for the typical process in withdrawal of funds is T plus 3, meaning if you sell something, it's gonna be available on the third business day. But in the case of MyTrade, you can sell today and withdraw tomorrow. That is a fair advantage because sa iba, nag-clear pa lang yung funds mo, ikaw, pwede mo nang i-withdraw kinabukasan. So, with that, you can also go ahead and click services, which is, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to log in. And with services, you're just going to put the amount of what you want to withdraw. Okay, so there is a maintaining balance of account equity of at least 5,000 para hindi masarado yung or masuspend yung inyong account or ma-close. Because that will be gonna be stale. Hindi namin, walang gagalaw ng pera, it's just that if it's below, you have to maintain at least 5,000. Okay, going back, so in MyTrade, okay, this is just sad sometimes, parang people are so rushing not to realize na hindi plus 1 day ang ang withdrawing sa ibang brokerage. So in the case of MyTrade clients, if you sell today, you can withdraw the funds the following day. Request for withdrawal has a cut-off time. I'm not sure if it's 12 or 10 if we moved it. But if it's within the cutoff that day, it's gonna be in your account until later that night kasi we do it via PesoNet. Okay, so for you to understand, kasi ang common question sa amin is why is it bukas pa ba yung bukas pa ba kayo sa office at 11 p.m.? Bakit sometimes it goes to the fund to your fund at 11 p.m. It's because it depends. It's gonna depend on the bank. Kung paano yung pasok ng money ng PesoNet to that bank, to that particular bank. Ayan. So and please, if naman hindi naka-make on time doon sa particular cutoff, it's gonna be the next day na. Alright. So if ever you didn't receive it on that day that you were supposed to receive it, make sure that you message us right away. Ayan. So, doon sa mga in and out ng pera sa stocks, it's really important na mabilis ang pag-withdraw ng pera. So, that's another hack, that another thing that you probably don't know that's just gonna be available if you are a MyTrade user. And you can fund your account by using bills payment. So if you are a BDO, Metrobank, and a BPI user, you can just enroll Abacus Securities Corporation, and then you can fund it. If you want to know all of these things, and you are a member of our group, you will be able to see them under guides, so you can check everything. And hi, John Ree. This is John Ree. So that's it for today. If I happen to realize if there's a feature that I didn't, if you want to ask questions pala, if we have that particular feature, please go ahead. So I probably cannot, I probably have just, forgotten about it. For those naman, this high bond, thank you for this question. If you don't have Union Bank, BDO, BPI, Metro Bank, you cannot enroll it. Pero if it's through PNB, through other banks, please make use of the InstaPay, ayan, or the PesoNet. Privilege for each banks, meron yan access. So what you need to do is to know what are the banks that we have. Kasi normally, once you already have if you receive na the account, if you already receive, I don't even know. No, na ako. If you receive the how to fund, init ngayon, no? Sino yung nasa Pilipinas? Ganun din ba sa Saudi? Sa mga nanonood sa Saudi, init talaga. Anyway, if you can see all of the accounts there. We also have coins, so you can enroll your coins wallet. Alam ko marami nagki-crypto ngayon. Tama ba? Ay, eto pala. Sino dito? I just want to have I'm just curious. Sino dito ang nag-withdraw ng funds, not naman buo, pero nag-withdraw partially to enroll or to open or to para subukan ang Bitcoin. Sige nga. Meron ba? I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna say bad thing. I'm just curious, gaano karami yung na-entice sa cryptocurrency as of lately. Come on, don't be shy. You're around 24 here. Kayo ba ay... Yan. So, to answer the question of Bon, ayan. So, si Facebook user, hindi ko na lang sasabihin kung sino, but he or she or it, or they invested in Ethereum. Ayan, alam ko, no? Ganon din po ba kabilis like directly enrolled usually po? Kasi video ko gamit ko. For actually, if you deposit very early or late last night, it's gonna should be available automatically before the market opens or during on the onset of the market opens. But if you deposit or if you have the bills payment within the day, at 4 p.m. na siya magiging available. Same day pero at 4 p.m. Ayan. Sige, yung mga ayaw mamin, pero meron, ito lang yung for people na nagkaroon ng funds, yung funds nila sa stocks or sa stock market, they take some out of it, or probably everything, and then try investing in crypto. Just raise your hand, or uh, siguro click yung heart or yung emoji na ganito. Ayan, si Bon, no to crypto. So I'm just curious because I think there are a lot of people who tried crypto, and then for those na parang they got some from their portfolio. So I'm just checking the number of people who had that as a study lang for myself. Yeah. So yung mga iba hindi na aamin. Ayan, yan tayo eh. Mga fan ba ni Elon Musk? Dogecoin? And then you can say, if you have questions, please do so. Please post your questions. Don't hesitate. If you have other questions pa, please let me know. Another advantage, okay, naalala ko na, another advantage of MyTrade is the fact that Abacus Securities has its own investment house, meaning in terms of IPO allotment. And if there's a way, may disclaimer to. If there's a scarcity, really, dun sa mismong company, na konti lang yung number of shares na i-release nila, there's no way for us to produce additional shares. But if there are still shares that we can offer, we can actually give more than what the usual trading participants are offering because we have an investment house or an underwriting division. So it's part of the family of the first Abacus Holdings. So, yun ang isa sa mga advantages na hindi nakakita right now. But if you want to take advantage of IPOs, stock rights offers, or different corporate actions, yan, there's an advantage if you are a member of MyTrade since we have an investment house. Hindi kami nagre-rely solely in the trading participant allocation. And as long as pwede pa namin i-cater, we will have our way as because we have an investment house. Okay, and then also as a tip, since a lot of us are very interested in in cryptocurrency, make sure that you don't overtrade and you don't sacrifice lagi mong tatandaan that the investment that you have in the market is something that you're familiar with, you can no one's gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you, and involving yourself in cryptocurrency. There's a certain parang meron yang dopamine na nire-release when you're trading that. And I know that the returns are really malaki yung spike ng prices dyan. But just make sure that you're not gonna over allocate, okay? Because it's gonna hurt if the thing is they don't have the fundamentals that the stock market has. So just make sure that even if you're indulging yourself in crypto, you're still mindful of the allocation that you set. All right. So with that, I think wala nang ibang question. If you are studying about the stock market, please check our talks here in MyTrade PH YouTube channel. We have investing in the pandemic that I've talked last year, but I think it's still evident at this day. If you want to keep close, there's a Q&A portion of our analyst also available in the channel. Um, oh yeah, Kevin, thank you so much for different order types. Ayan. It's also included in my PowerPoint supposedly, no? All right. For day order, this is a limit order wherein you post it during the day and it's gonna expire. If hindi, kunyari, hindi na done yung order mo, it wasn't filled, then it's gonna expire at the end of the day. So, the cash there, dun sa naka-hold yon, dun sa hindi na done for the day, and then it's gonna go back sa inyong wallet or sa cash balance nyo when it expires. For fill and kill naman or FAK, this is the type that day traders do para hindi ma-hold yung cash na hindi pa nagagamit. So what happens is, if it's filled, those kunyari partially done. Kasi kapag partial order lang, kunyari meron kang 100,000 orders, pero ang na-done lang is 50. So the if it's a normal day order, it's gonna be the visuals. I'll have these visuals afterwards. I'm gonna post it. But the day order, if it's a day order, it's gonna be partially done. So yung 50,000 mo na shares is still on queue, still on queue, and your order there in the cash, hindi pa rin bumabalik yung cash balance. So it's important if you have FAK is that if you entered the 100,000 orders and it wasn't filled, kill na agad yung order. So na-done yung 50, your cash is gonna go back, the unused cash is gonna go back straight to the cash balance, so you can re-enter another order and it's gonna be killed if hindi siya na-filled. Yeah. For GTC naman, GTC, if you have a target price of a certain stock and ayaw mo na siyang isipin, you post the GTC and it's not gonna be canceled until you cancel it. But you have to make sure that if the stock goes up and it goes over to another board lot, kunyari from the board lot of 10, naging 100, ibig sabihin nun, bumaba yung number of, yung price niya, so dumagdag yung number of shares that you need, magiging odd lot na yung hinahawakan mo, it's being canceled by the PSE. So there are factors na nakakancel sa GTC order because of those types, yung mga lumalagpas na dun sa dating order, what do you call this? Dating order book, dating board lot. Ayan. So we have already extended. Pero ayan, last is good till day. So there's a particular date. Kung kailan mo lang, hanggang kailan mo lang ipopost yung order. Another order type that you can't see here, and I don't think that most of the brokers have, is the iceberg type of order. Wherein if ikaw ang pangmalakihan na order, and ayaw mo makita or ma-reveal ang inyong queue, you just put in, kunyari, 1 million shares. Ang i-expose mo lang is 10, then you're gonna put that, it's like the tip of the iceberg, and then the rest is not gonna be seen in the market there. Order type, if you are day trading, FAK is really important. Especially if limited yung funds mo. If you are naman waiting for a certain stock, hindi ka nagmamadali, it's not a super quick thing, then might as well just go with the typical day order. If you are, if you want to achieve a certain stock price based from your journal, based from your trading plan. And hindi naman siya ganun, I mean, you just wanna, hindi ka naman nagmamadali. It's for the long term. If you're targeting a certain price, might as well follow um, the GTC. And that way, pag nakita mo na done, even if you're not in the market during the time, done na yung order mo. You don't have to think about it. Ayan. So those are the things. Last but not the least, I don't know that this is okay. When I was trading, when I started trading 2009. Um, I'm so annoyed whenever I will have to change the price of my order or the number of shares okay lang. But whenever I'll change my order price, I have to cancel my order and put another order. Bakit ako naiinis? Kasi yung pila ko sa price, pumupunta ulit ako sa ilalim. But then, my trade, if you will edit your order, either by means of shares or by means of price, it's not, you don't need to cancel it. You just need to revise it. I think sometimes you don't realize that, but it's one of the factors that you really need to have, especially when you're trading and you have the prices are erratic. Ayan. So with that, thank you so much for staying with me. Nag-extend na ako ng sobrang tagal. But those are the things that you need in terms of, identifying your advantages and how to trade faster with the MyTrade platform. And if you like what you see, please do share this, share our channel. And upon opening, if you want to share love with the group that Jane is, giving, she's giving away food for this group, go ahead and put PSM 101 as a referral code. Para in that way, you can share love with this group that they are giving yung advocacy ni na Jane. All right, thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you, thank you, yeah. So thank you so much, and I hope that you've learned. Ayan, Soup Kitchen sa Kainta. Thank you so much. And kanina ko pa siya iniisip. Soup Kitchen. So that's the group that Jane is. That's her group na tinutulungan niya. Lagi siyang nagkakaroon. Lagi siyang nasa grocery kasi hindi niya pinag-grocery sarili niya. But yeah, yung mga proceeds na nakukuha niya is she's sharing it. Yes, this is recorded, so right after the live, you can rewatch it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you staying with us. Make sure that you and PSM1. And with that, thank you. I hope you stay safe, and I hope that you are, if hindi naman kailangan lumabas, just stay home. Tsaka na tayo mag-party. Tsaka na tayo mag-outings. And with that, thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, guys.